Kia ora, welcome to Southstars Unite. In this video, we are going to go into your December or Hakihea, which is the Māori moon month name. We're going to go into this season and we're going to explore what is happening above us with the whetū. Those are the Māori stars from a Māori perspective and from a southern hemisphere base, because it is very different. So thanks for joining me here. I am Carmelle Riley. I am your host of Southstars Unite, and I am an Atua Astrologer, which means that I share information about these from a Māori cosmology perspective. And it's a little bit different to astrology because it has astronomy and it also has 12 or sometimes 13 maramataka or Māori moon months. In this video, we're going to cover this period that starts with a Gemini full moon on the 5th of December. So that's going to be exciting and takes us all the way through to Mutu Whenua, which is the end of the Māori moon month, Hakihea. I'm going to talk to you about the stars. I'm going to be talking to you about what is being activated in this month. And that should take us around about 8 minutes in the condensed version. If you want to hear the full video, it's in my membership area. So I invite you to subscribe. I invite you to become a member so that you can watch the full video. I want to start at the beginning of this video with just showing you a little chart and having you understand about the Māori cosmology perspective of the stars. So here we go. I hope you can see this clearly. And I'm going to explain these realms, which are basically a representation of the tropical zodiac, but from our position down under Aotearoa or New Zealand. And again, from that Māori cosmology perspective, which takes us up to the sun and gives us not only the connection through the sun with our natural world or taio or the environment, the world around us, the physical world, our earthship, but also gives us this relationship with everything above us. And if you just understand the galaxy being a spiral galaxy, it is called Te Ariki, which is basically the octopus of stars. And we as Earth are right down with our solar system in about the valley and the arm that goes under in those 5 arms. And I'm going to talk with you about the 5 arms and what these actually mean and how they translate to days on Earth when we can really rise above into this higher energy, this galactic energy, this starseed energy, or just this more availability of love, light and joy, or truth. And truth is knowing how to get to those other 3. And they have the Māori names of Aio being peace, Aroha being love, joy being kwa, and pono being truth. And again, the truth of this, and hold this in your heart for this month. The truth of the universe is knowing how to find integration of peace, love and joy. Peace, love and moonbeams all the way. So anyway, as I said, we're going to be starting in this month with that igniting full moon. And a full moon is essentially a harvest time. So because of the way that the Māori moon calendar doesn't sync with the Gregorian, and it's really only new moon to Mutu Whenua or the black moon, in the 3rd year, we have to have a catch-up. So we've kind of had this shuffling all the way through. And instead of starting with a new moon in the month, or the Māori moon month, we're actually starting with the new moon at the end, which is kind of weird, but I think really sums up this 2025 year, because it just has been out the gate weird. The snake, the shedding of the skins, and if you haven't shed one skin, you must be a divine creature. You must be a whale or a turtle or a crocodile or some incredible being that is able to withstand what is pretty much chaos for everyone else. So the Gemini full moon, here is the Gemini space right down here at the bottom. Tāwhiri Mātia means the wind. These are the realms. This is an air realm. And shooting up and opposing the sun up here in Sagittarius. And the sun's light is igniting the Milky Way. We call it Te Ikaroa. It's the long fish or the waka of all our ancestors being stars in that octopus of stars, a Whēke Ariki. So the sun is directly under this and opposing down here this realm. If you want to think about this simply, you can think that Gemini is the realms of all thoughts and how we share those, how we communicate our thoughts. And then Te Ikaroa, Sagittarius, is really the condensing of our thoughts into belief, those thoughts that we chronically think and feel and we give attention to that manifest our reality. And it's very important to note that in this period of time, not only are we manifesting our own thoughts and feelings, but we are manifesting with all our ancestors, and these are represented here with Te Ikaroa, the Milky Way. So we're in this period, and I just have to add a little note here that because we're in the south, for us, this Sagittarius season is flavored with Gemini, and it's basically an entwining. So because we are really in full summer, and full summer in Gemini is reversed. And if you're in the north, you're experiencing this period of Sagittarius as cold, but for us, it has the flavor of Gemini that you would experience in summer. And I know that's really weird, but it just relates to our position on the earth, experiencing tamanuitera, the sunlight. So for us, this period, the 7th Māori moon month on the Maramataka, and as I said, 12 months generally, but in the 3rd year, which will be next year, 2006, we'll have a catch up. So in this period of time, we have in our season, which is known as the Sagittarius season, which started around the 23rd of November in Aotearoa time, 22nd for the Northern Hemisphere, remembering we are 12 hours ahead minimum for most other places. We are the country of first light. We get tamanuitera's sunlight first. We are 12 hours ahead, so of UTC standard time. So it was about the 22nd for you and 23rd for us. We experience this coming into Sagittarius season. Our Sagittarius season down under, and I know it pretty much cascades all around the whole planet wherever we are. Sagittarius season is all about the beliefs that have condensed through our chronic thinking. It is all around the structure of our beliefs that we are able to experience our realities. And let me tell you, there is no one reality that is the same. We have some consensus, collective realities, and some of us, it's reclaiming that back from a period of colonization where we've accepted other beliefs. But this is a very big time for beliefs. It's a very big time for ancestors. So I'm calling the 5th of December out. It's going to be a time that's going to lead us into this huge window of stars. If you can do just one thing on the full moon, that Gemini full moon, if you can do just one thing, take your shoes off early morning and go out and look at Te Ikaroa, particularly from the south. You can't see the stars in the north in the same way that you definitely cannot see the Milky Way, but in the south we can see the Milky Way. We have clear, dark skies, and we can see that big waka, and that waka is a canoe. It's a canoe of ancestral wisdom. We knew that as early navigators, navigating the Pacific for thousands and thousands of years with just the stars, with just the wind, and with just the flow of Hane Moana, our grandmother ocean. So we were connected to the stars in a very real way, because otherwise we were going to, navigate off into some unknown water space and perish. So, but for some reason, as soon as our waka, as soon as these outlying large canoes with our tribes arrived on land, particularly here in Aotearoa, we became landlocked and we've forgotten this history. So a lot of what I'm talking about, whakapapa, is the reclamation of stories. And I know I'm speaking to many Indigenous people out there who are doing the same. And the reason why we are doing the same is because our ancestors in that great waka are actually calling down to all of us. Our Whēke Ariki, the galaxy, it's actually weaving the spirals. And I'm going to talk to you about how those spirals weave down and the days that they weave down. But just if you can do one thing, really ignite your own connection to the ancestral waka, the Milky Way atmosphere, and you're listening to this, you can do it through your meditation. And I'm going to be talking about this a little bit more in the video, just how you can essentially, by being in your heart and connecting into these great part of the being that is above us, which is connected to many other multiverse beings, you can essentially ignite the same ancestral downloads, the same ancestral light, have access to higher thinking, escape the chaos of the